This is the Sacred Heart Church here in Othello, Washington. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tables. Also some expansion tables in the back rooms. We got a dolly to pull and move the chairs individually into sections, areas. And the capacity of this will be bigger than the CIMARON5INCFELIX Banquet Party Hall Restaurant Bar and Motel at 1400 East Main Street, Othello, Washington. The Banquet Party Hall Restaurant Bar, CIMARON5INCFELIX Banquet Party Hall Restaurant Bar and Motel. There is 27 rooms upstairs. There's 27 rooms. There's all the way to 27 to 51 upstairs, and then 5, 6, 7, 5 to 23, 24, 25 rooms downstairs, and also the garage. We have 10 tables, round tables, chairs, cushion seats, as you can tell. These are extremely comfortable. As you can see, when they sit down here, administration office here at the Catholic Church and Services and LDS Church, which is right across the street, Mr. Bishop, right across the street on 7th Street, and that's the LDS Church Vice President office, is in Pasco and Kennewick, and of course the Union Street at Mueller's Funeral Home, 421 South Union. That's Frank Musa, Amy Mueller, and also the administration office, Jay Mueller. And the first name, last name basis is Mueller's. Green Lane Memorial, Mueller's Funeral Home in Court Street, and also River Heights, which is Olympia, that's Mueller's, and also Chapel Falls in Kennewick, right? 500 South Dayton, Kennewick High School, the same street, and goes to the Mueller's Chapel Falls. And that's Labor Memorial, and also don't forget Mueller's Funeral Home, 421 South Union. There's Court Street, there's 14 South Union, Kennewick, and there's Green Lane Memorial Chapel Falls on Dayton Street and Kennewick Avenue. And you can't miss that. They have 10 tables, round tables. The police officer attacked me on December 3rd, 2018. Same officer attacked me on 27th of September. I didn't make it to church because these individual cops, police officers, attacked me. I got money, I got a laptop, and I put it on the sidewalk and took all my clothes and also my Class A uniform and put it on the sidewalk, letting them know that I had no weapons on me. But I had a Class A uniform on me, and they did some damage, extensive damage on my uniform, as you can tell. They did some extensive damage on me, and I bag it up and have it bagged up and put in for evidence. As you can see, they did a lot of damage. Really a lot of damage. Checkbooks were stolen. Credit cards were stolen. Credit cards in the Chase Bank, Umpa Bank, Home Bank, Umpa Bank, U.S. Bank, Chase Bank, and also these were stolen. Also my driver's license. See, my driver's license says U.S. Bank, U.S. Bank, U.S. Bank, U.S. Bank, Chase Bank. Those are stolen. These were in their possession. 9/10 law is possession is theft. And so also the checkbooks were reported stolen. And this individual did this at 1st Street on 610 1st Street. And the bishop, Mark Rowla, at the 3rd Ward, 112 Booker Road, Othello, Washington. You know what? 7th Street is what it's called, and it's the 7th Street LDS Church. The steakhouse is the President's Steak and Vice President is in Pasco and Kennewick. We got Gage Boulevard, and we have the 7 governors here in Washington. They got this picture, Guadalupe, Virgin Mary Guadalupe, and they finally got this picture. They got 7 governors in the House. Those 7 governors of Washington State didn't pass certain regulations and rules and policies, especially when people don't have no weapon or display a weapon or threaten anybody or has no restraining orders. People that have no criminal record here in Othello or Moses Lake or EPHRATA, which is Daniel Garth, the prosecutor, and Jennifer at the prosecutor's office on C Street. 42nd Street is George Washington House. George Washington House has Martha, George Washington, and George Washington on the moon. And there, of course, Lola Hernandez up on the front. She does not, she doesn't, she has no recollection report. The archive system in George Washington Archive. Gonzaga University has a first and last name. Italy is Gonzaga University, which is Florencia, Italy. Florencia is the Gonzaga University in Italy. And you don't have no record, driver's record, no suspension line, no DUIs, out of state or interstate. Now, driving around when you're 15 years old is a privilege, and with no violation, never been in prison, never been in jail, especially when you take you to Adams County, 210 West Broadway, and I'll sit there and wait to be released. But you know what? All these bailiffs and jailers show up and say, could you quit calling the police department, Moses Lake Police, at 509-6762-1162? Dispatch? Oh, I have no warrants or outstanding warrants. I'm here falsely imprisoned. So there goes that. Now this is the kitchen. This chow hall serves approximately, if it has to, when there's a natural disaster like we had here in Othello, and Moses Lake, and Kennewick. Tornado came down at Snake Mountain Ridge, Snake Mountain Hill. The Snake Mountains actually. Rattlesnake Mountain is where the tornado came down, and also Vista Utilities came down. There's Spokane, Idaho, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, and of course Moses Lake and Othello when natural disaster blew in. We can feed thousands of people if we have to. And there's a backup freezers we got. And we got a washer, a dryer, washer, and it air dries. We got a propane, we got microwave ovens for peas and carrots, which is the Thanksgiving. We got propane lines from Natural Cascade Propane, which is on 200 Union Street, now at Grand Ridge, which is Klamath, Cincinnati, Social Security 8131 Social Security Office in Kennewick, Washington. They got those lines hooked up. About billions of feet exploded, and they had to repair it. They had to come to CIMARON5INC and have it repaired because the water lines and the propane natural lines were busted and damaged. And this is the sanitized equipment for the dishwasher. We got the of course, there's coffee grounds, some orange juice, and stuff in there. We're supposed to have biscuits and gravies and potatoes. Lamb Weston provides service for everybody. Processing plants, fast foods, Vons, Safeways, Yolks, Albertsons, Winco. 10 times bigger than Walmart in many ways. Stuff on shelves belong to Starbucks. Starbucks provided by Farm Brothers. Farm Brothers provide service for Starbucks on Pike, Seattle, downtown University Place, and Pike in downtown Seattle. And also downtown Seattle by the Safeco Field, where Sherman, the football player Sherman, his picture is on Safeco Field. On top of Safeco Field, and it's Sherman. Have you seen professional football players? You ever seen what are you staring at? What are you staring at? You staring at somebody? Are you looking at somebody that you know that is pretty very... Oh, look at this. This duck is for the oven, and it sucks off all the individual. There's eggs, Lamb Weston, McCain's, VBI, Simplot, and also the raw material that's finalized, which is Lamb Weston. Expansion in Richland. Expansion here in the fellow Washington, McCain's. Expansion here at the Washington Potato. The water lines exploded and froze. Lamb Weston Potato, water lines froze. And that had to be replaced. GTA and the People Bus, that's Kathy. Kathy from OC, the 102, 103, 104, which goes to Kennewick, the coroner's office and the prosecutor's office. And it goes straight to EPHRATA. This bus goes to EPHRATA Courthouse and transports all the individuals to the courthouse where I'm at, 42 Street, C Street, which is George Washington and Martha Washington. That's George Washington, Martha, and Lola Hernandez. That's Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, and also the commissioner, which you see the headstones and head plots, that's Sandy Strong, commissioner. And grandmother, John, and Lola worked for the Secretary of State and also the Vice President, which is Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney, and also Charlie Cox. And Tater Boy is Lamb Weston. The real McCoy, the real owner, the real the owners and owners of the plantation, the farmland, and the equipment I'm at age 3 sewing potatoes up. Bags of potatoes, 100-pound potatoes in 100-pound boxes, 50-pound boxes, 20-pound bags, 25 bags. And then you got 100-pound potato sacks that goes in railroad cars, and all the railroad cars, and also in the trucks, stacked on pallets. These pallets are supposed to be organized and stacked and repaired, just like Weston does in Morgan, Washington. Just like here, the pallets are repaired at Columbia Coal Store called Limeage. And SVC, NIJJAAS, has labor unions, orchards, cherries, apples, oranges, and that's the Farm Bureau. The plant, President Plant, and also Mrs. Buddy. Mrs. Buddy is the minister for the Washington Farm Bureau Administration Office. And I got 35 million, and there's 17 trillion dollars that was authorized and processed on affidavit, and we're going to have to take care of that. And Andy Miller's office at 509-736-3066. That's andy.miller.co.benton, BENTON.WA.US, United States of America. Now all these siblings and children and also these adversaries, this police officer attacking me at the 1344 Base Insurance Company, Pacific, where they parked their vehicles, literally taking advantage of the community. And all the individual police officers make things up. And I didn't do nothing wrong. I was assaulted and dragged by some handcuffs. Had jewelry. My jewelry's missing. Stole jewelry, money, and also my credit card, and also my driver's license, and also my social security card. My social security card was stolen. My driver's license, my affidavits. And these are, this is Aerotech card, is mine. This, all these college campuses IDs, and the winter, the fall, the quarters. These are, I was hit by a trailblazer, a white trailblazer, Stephanie Swammer, and she has Country Financial. She's a white four-door trailblazer SUV trailblazer. Stephanie Swammer made Jordan. And I'm afraid of courthouse, and the police officer puts it on himself, walks up on you, you know. He dug himself in the grave, and he apparently I got Social Security office with affidavits on verification letter. I have no warrants for arrest. I have warrants for my arrest. I'm at the DA CPS office. Explain myself again. I was attacked by the same police officer, and why don't you put a restraining order on him? I'm upstairs at 210 West Broadway, Ritzville, Washington, 99169, P.O. Box 187. That's, of course, the Susan Kirkland. She's no longer there, work there no more. We got records of that. We're not going. I'm going to stay with the judges for 27, 28, 29, 30, and also the 1st. And then I'll walk straight to the judges, Carol J. Benzel of District and Superior Court, Mr. Dixon, and staff members. And that's Mr. Cepeda. We're going to write a check out to this church and give him money. Bank of America, Uncle Bank, Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, and also the services they provide at Key Bank, Moses Lake, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, and we got services all opening up, and we got Mr. Felice and John Cooney and also Jim Cooney for opening case up for me getting hit by a truck. And that's no lie, definitely not no lie. And that's 509-326-2631. That's Mr. Stephen Felice. And that's on YouTube, Facebook. You can go talk to him and make sure everything's negotiated. I'm at the hospital at 315 North 14th Avenue. And that was last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. It's going to be Monday. We got a few hours. We got 1:37 p.m. And it's, of course, the 20th of October. And Monday is the 21st of October of 2019. It's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Police officers walked across the street and then attacked me. Broke my laptop. Messed up my phone. I'm going to call Amanda Cepeda and Alyssa. And call Amanda Cepeda at Integrated Services, the courtroom, and have documentation served to this individual, and he attacked me. I'm coming off the bus from International Airport, straight from the grocery store and shopping, and I bought $10 worth of burritos, JoJo's, chicken strips, so I can have and feed my children the variety of incoming and fresh cooked food every day, every morning, every afternoon, every night. And one day I didn't come home. So we're going to go to Mueller's Funeral Home, 14 in South Union. That's Frank Comusco, Jay Mueller, and Amy Mueller at 14-1. And have all the caskets and the urns and also the checks that are shown cashed Report fraudulence and also theft on the checks, credit cards. We're going to go to Felix's office and also don't forget Mr. Brandon West for the public defense, and Mr. Scudder. And that's Mr. Hanson at State Patrol I-90 Ritzville Detachment. We just called the State Patrol Unit and sent all that stuff, and Andy Miller, CO, Benton, Washington, U.S., and had the phone numbers submitted, phone records, and have all the recorded information. And remember, this is not Sacred Heart Hospital, but the Sacred Church on 7th Street, NLDS Church, Vice President, President's Office at Union Street. That's Highlands Middle School right behind it, and also Administration Office right in front, Vice President, President, and also the Gage Boulevard for the main church that was rebuilt in bottles, just like this one. Can't miss it. You got a Guadalupe on the wall, 7 governors from Washington State, and Kim Wayman, Secretary of State, UBI number 602720. And we can coordinate all this and have it downloaded on Microsoft.